Let's start with West Virginia. There's a few in the Big 12. We're going to cover two of them. West Virginia. Jake, I'll go to you on this. What do you think of this look? It's pretty clean. It's a lot of yellow on the far left, but what do you think about Take Me Home?
I don't think it's much different than what they had. Although, if you can see on the white, barely, they have I think it's the state logo on the helmet. Yeah. Big fan
they
of
have
that
it on the
one.
chest too. If you notice,
they've used that
right
before, haven't they?
Yeah, I
think
I got
is the state.
Okay.
Yes, I like that as well. I think I got a lot of flack for it last year because we did like a best helmet award or something like that, and I think I actually had something similar when West Virginia used that state logo. I'm just a fan of it. I don't know. Do we have it on the slideshow? Do we have the blacks?
We do not.
We do not. That's the big one. My thoughts on those. I mean,
the coal mining blacks.
Of course, I'm a big fan, and like the tribute to like the coal miners of West Virginia. Yeah, I think that's pretty freaking sweet.
I can tell you one guy who loves the coal mining uniforms. Charles Godwin. Shout out Charles.
Yeah,
best in the game right now.
Underrated country singer.
The best of the best. Parks, you probably have a take on this. There's this new trend going on, and I wanted to do as uniforms get released. I'm sure they'll get more and more through the summer of new schools putting out uniforms, and we rank them on here. But a new trend that I'm seeing kind of happen in the last couple of years is the text on the chest has gotten larger, A, and B, more prominent on a lot of uniforms. Iowa State did it. Kansas did it. For some reason, I'm only naming Big 12 schools, but a lot of schools have done this, and it can miss, and it can look really bad, or it can kind of work like this. This works.
Texas still has it, doesn't it, on there?
But it's not how big Kansas is. It looks awful. It looks
that's
rough.
Adidas too, though. Yeah, that's Adidas.
But these are tell Nike and they're doing it.
You could tell a little bit of similarity between like the Mountaineers and like we'll get to the next one, Iowa State. Like the same. They kind of keep it the same spot, the same size.
I kind of was like either give me the text or give me the logo on the collar. I'm biased to the logo on the collar because it's a football uniform. It's gonna be tough to read the front of it anyway. But Parks, what was your take on it? I mean, you got the
I like the uniform. I like the look. I'm more worried when I look at these uniforms. I didn't notice the text until you said it. I mean, a lot of teams are doing it, but Nike has such a grip on the game now that they're really basic. Like when they overhaul that new vapor fuse jersey that everybody's going to, like a lot of them, it's like there's so many designs that they just kind of base it like, all right, this massive text is going to say this. But it is on all three of these. I don't think it's on the blacks. I can't believe I didn't put
I can't remember. I can look that up real quick. But some of it is just too busy. I am a fan of these. This is like Pat White era, kind of a nod to that, modernize it a little bit. I think is what they were going for. Looks sharp. I'm a big fan. I'd give these an B+, I think.
I will say I like how the difference between these and Iowa State's is that you see in the gold and blue has Mountaineers and the white is West Virginia. Iowa State just has Iowa State.
So I wish
the blacks say West Virginia.
Okay. Yeah, that big?
Yes, same text.
Okay. I mean, if your brand is all one, like you have a lot of similarities, I don't mind that actually. I think it should all be very similar unless it's like an out of the way alternate that you can't mix, but they created a lot of combos in this that nobody's talking about. Like it's not going to be just these three preset uniforms. They can go yellow on the white with the white lid. They can mix in the blue lid. Like this creates almost an entire schedule of uniforms for you with just
give me blue, yellow. I think would look sharp.
Yeah. Oh man, they could do so much with this, especially when it comes to like big games. That's where everybody whips out something.
If you guys gave this a rating, what would you give it? I gave it a B+.
Oh, we're going letter scale.
I thought you were going number. I thought you were going
give me a letter. Give me a letter like a school grade.
I'll give it a B.
Okay. I like B+. I've always been a fan of their branding, logos.
They do a really good
I think they mixed it up a lot better than
I would be higher if the text like Mountaineers is so long and is pretty large. I think I'd go a little bit smaller on it, but other than that, I'm a fan.
They don't have a bad WV like the block font is so common across college football, but I wish they used some sort, whether it's new or old, of the actual Mountaineer. I think teams could better brand their mascots into their uniforms. I think everybody could do that more. But all right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to Iowa State. They came out with a new look. Let's go to Jake first. Jake, they didn't picture the best combo that I thought, which was the white jersey, yellow pants, red helmet. They didn't picture that in this, but I actually like these quite a bit. What did you think?
Yeah, I like a couple of different things. Yeah, in this picture, they don't show any of the yellow pants being used. They don't have a red on, like for the home uniforms, they just went red top, white bottom. Like they never showed any other combo. I'm interested to see if they'll do that this year. Will they go back to the red top, yellow pants combo that like they used to in the very beginning of the logo change? Like I said, kind of with the West Virginia, I like the Iowa State across the chest, but I would also maybe like the reds, say Cyclones, or maybe the whites, mix and match a little bit. The stripes on the side of the jersey, like the shoulder pads, Iowa fans got to comment and say they were copying them, and that had to get thrown in there. But I do think it's a good classic touch. Yeah, it's decently similar. No stripe on the pants too. People hated that. I'm a fan.
I'm not anti-stripe or pro-stripe. I think I could go either way depending on what you're wearing. What I will say is their font, like on some of this, is really small. Like even right now, it's tough to see. But I'd bring it up above the numbers a little bit more. It looks like it's hanging right on top of, like, if you look at on the far left and the far right, you get a better view, like right on top of that number.
People think there's too much going on from the chest up. Because you have the Big 12 logo, the Nike logo, the Jack Trice logo, the Iowa State on the neck, and then the Iowa State obviously across the chest. I would kind of tend to agree there, especially then you have the stripes on the shoulder pads too. There is kind of a lot.
To hell with those people, dude. To hell with those people. That's like the vintage 90s gear that I own a lot of. If you haven't seen a lot of my wardrobe, I own a lot of it. That's got so much going on. Why it doesn't exist anymore of this design of like basic, simplify, modernize all these logos and just make them more minimalistic. Fuck that, dude. Put the shit up there. Who cares? It's sweet. Fill it up. Why would I want more blank black jersey? I really don't want to see any logos on this. Like, don't pay homage to your school with the Jack Trice logo that only you have. I love it. I never
want to get rid of, like, we've embodied the Jack Trice logo, like stripes now on everything. I think it's great. There is supposedly another combination or some sort of uniform that has not been
it's a gold
yet.
That's what I was just about to say. That's what I've been hearing too. It's got to be a gold.
People think
they should have it.
People think it's an all white and black away uniform. Like, so you see Higgins has the white helmet with the black. That it's going to be all white. So white jersey, white pants, but it's
going to look like you're going to jail, like all white with black stripes along it, like
a stormtrooper. It's supposed to be like a
stormtrooper.
Basically our black uniform, but on the road. I mean, it's okay. Like, I'm sure
what is it? The longest yard?
Cool.
It's gonna look like another.
It does look like the longest yard.
It's gonna look like another stormtrooper uniform. That's what it's gonna look like. It's not gonna stand out from the others.
No. But pretty good look. Pretty good look overall. What's the grading scale? I'll give it to JP first. I give it a D just because of the hatred.
A B minus. I think they're fine. I don't think they miss, but I don't think they hit exactly what the fan base was looking for. I go B minus.
I think it's a clean look. I'll go B plus.
This picture. Based on this picture alone, I think there's a lot of different combinations and helmet colors we could also incorporate. But this picture alone, I'd give it a B minus. But there are some more possibilities.
We can bump that up heavily if we hit a throwback very well on this.
Yeah,
hint
100%.
I would be interested in seeing the red jersey, gold pants, red helmet, full look. Like, I want to know how. Is that too much? They didn't show it.
Right, I agree. Dude, what did you guys think? Like, looking back on it, what would you grade the Jack Trice uniforms? Do you think Iowa State
I
hit
thought they're good?
Like
No,
a B
I thought they were.
I think we commented on this when they wore them, bro. I mean,
because it was
on the Ames helmet clean, but
Yeah.
like the naked pants where like the 6'5" linemen look legitimately butt naked during the game. I don't know. I'd probably give it a C. That was an Adidas put out at a Nike there. Adidas makes the worst alternates in the game. It's not even close. But that was not my favorite. But all right, let's go to the last one. Let's go to Wyoming. And this doesn't show you much. They put it in front. There's actually not a lot of media, shockingly, on my Wyoming football. But they kind of rebranded a lot after Craig Bull's retiring. They added the mountains on the side. They went to the script on the front. This is a prime example for me. I love the idea because it's such a cool brand. And they can do so much with it. And they usually look really good. But this is, for me, an Adidas mess up. This is Adidas messing up a brand that they could do so much with because it's not El Football. in Espanol. So
good to know we're never
It's
going to see an
fine,
Adidas
though.
sponsorship here.
yeah, no, I have a big time bone to pick. I've dealt with Adidas my entire life. You guys all have been Nike where you get everything. The Adidas is just shit down their leg for the last 5 years. So I'm a big hater.
This gold alternate here that they've got rolling almost is like, is there anything on top of the shoulders? I don't think there is. I feel like it needs something up there, like a number, or it needs I don't know. It feels like
this is
a
what it
little more
looks like.
But
this
it
is what it looks
sharp.
like. If you take off the Jack Trice logo, shrink the font, this is what your jersey looks like. I've seen this worn in many spring games, I feel like. So I'm not a fan. I think they could have done more with it. I do love the mountains on the side, Jake.
What if they did, so they keep the mountains on the side. What if they went with like a gold helmet, but with mountains kind of on the back of the helmet? Like they still keep that there, and then the mountains are brown and with the white, tops or whatever. What if they kind of made it like a mount? I don't know. Maybe that would look really
yellow
stupid.
helmets
Like
are
a
so
mountain
hard
range.
to pull off.
You know what I mean? Like a mountain
I know what
range
you're
from the
saying.
shoulder pads to the helmet.
But I
just
think
kind of spitballing ideas here for my friends at Adidas.
They've worn brown helmets before. Yellow, I don't think they have, and if they have, it's a long time ago. I don't think you could go yellow, brown. I think you could go brown.
What if you went like a brown helmet with like a little sharp outline in yellow of like the mountains on the back of the helmet? Something like, I do like that on the shoulder pads. I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
I think that's a great touch.
It's way better mountains than Denver got. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
like we leaned into the mountains here. Yeah,
they actually look good. I will say, if I had an idea to pitch for these, hold on, we got a comment in here from Gage. Recruiting visors aged worse than fighting necklaces. Hey, fighting necklaces were the absolute peak of male performance.
I'm gonna have to find mine and wear it next episode for Gage.
Yeah, I think I even had a Stony Brook one because they'd make them for the College World Series team. So that's great. But visors, they did age poorly as well. They've kind of died off.
So you guys hate the visor right there? Like with the,
I think it's great. They can't wear what they're doing here. Yeah, like what they're doing here looks great. It's just for the brand. It's something they put all over everything. But to like he's saying, like they be in pictures for stuff, like you'll never wear it. It's
every
just
recruiting,
kind of whatever. Yeah,
every recruiting picture, literally.
It does make it look cooler for an image. I will say that. But back to what I was saying, I think what Wyoming should do is kind of what Boise State did, where they blew up the Bronco head and made it come from the back. I feel like they could stretch this cowboy over an entire brown lid with a yellow stripe and a yellow cowboy. Oh my God.
With the chrome helmet.
I'd be there.
Wasn't that Boise one?
Boat.
Wasn't that Boise one chrome?
Yes.
Their main lid is chrome.
Yeah.
Boise State's is, yes.
And they can do so much, but it's a cool color scheme, kind of like Boise State. I mean, brown and yellow, you're not going to find it very often.
I don't think we're going to get a lot of love from Wyoming fans as we talk about Boise State and that they should copy Boise State. That's
that's fair. That's fair. That is 100% true. Yeah, don't do anything they do. I'd take us away. I do like the script, though. We didn't mention the script. The script Wyoming across the front, not bad. I think script's coming back. There's a lot of teams wearing script lids out there.